welcome back to Keksi Society, and today we will be watching They Told Japan Their Culture is Inferior, getting blacklisted for this video. It's by Chibi Reviews. Let's watch.
Take a look at these comments real quick, and you will get an understanding of just why so many people are outright pissed with this initial post about Uma. It's honestly, it's bad. It's really, really bad. Now, let's get right into the meat and potatoes of this, okay? Nothing says authenticity than coming into a culture and trying to forcibly change it to be completely different. For those that don't know...
Dude, no! We are two different cultures, and the most of us growing up with otaku stuff, anime, manga, weebs, we want Japanese. We like it because it is Japanese culture. Creating authenticity challenge. Unlike otaku culture, gyaru culture is not very well known outside of Japan. Who cares? How do we learn about gyaru culture if you don't let us see it? You have to put it in front of our faces, and then we go, this is interesting. Let's learn more. I really hate that they're doing this, because when we were younger, they would just put author's notes or translator's notes. Guys, do not read or watch stuff if you're not interested in actually reading or watching what's on the actual screen. If you want to change it, then make your own stuff. It's ridiculous.
Oh, they are straight up now saying to the Japanese, and there's multiple examples of this, which I'm going to get into in this video, but this is a really good example here. They straight up told the Japanese, and when they're coming to translating it into different languages like English, that one of their main, presentation boards was saying the challenge was, unlike otaku culture, gyaru culture is not well known outside of Japan. And so they say the solution to fixing this problem for people outside of Japan is that we found a parallel culture whose expressions could convey Daitaku Helios's chaotic fun personality, Gen Z.
Don't do that. So they're saying the entire generation of Gen Z has this chaotic fun personality, so they're just going to make it Gen Z? They're not even gonna... Ew. Oh gosh, I'm so glad I became an otaku way back in like, oh gosh. Oh man. So if I talked to people who are just coming in, right? Like, I'm not like big in the fandom right now. Like, I just kind of like, I read manga, and most of the manga I read, it's not even popular in America. So like right now I'm reading Cosmos. It's by the same person that made Beelzebub, when all that good stuff was coming out. So I don't think anybody reads it. I don't think, and it's Jump. It's Shonen Jump. And I've asked people, and I haven't heard that many people who read. I'm not saying nobody reads it, but I'm just saying it's not popular. So I don't really talk about the stuff that I read because it's kind of niche. I guess because it's manga. It's just manga. There's no anime. So I don't know what's going on in the animation or the anime world. I know that it's bad, though. It's in bad shape, isn't it? Man, I wouldn't even want to go to a con, because you wouldn't even be talking about anime, like, love of the different, like, cultural stuff. That's why I fell in love with it, too, is, like, the different... I could escape my modern American world and go to a different place that I have no idea. And it was... I mean, it's real, but it's not. And I could go there, and I did go there. Yay, Japan! But these people do they even want to go to Japan? And if they do want to go to Japan, are they interested in the actual culture or the things that the dub people made it? I don't even know. Like, some people's birthdays today, and I was like, "Oh, tanjobi omedetou." If I said that to any fan right now, do people know?
So let me break this down to make it as simplistic as possible. What these translators, or quote-unquote localizers, are actually doing is straight up saying your gyaru culture, your otaku culture within Japan is inferior, and so we need to make it dumbed down, change it entirely for the dumbasses overseas can actually understand, instead of them actively participating in the actual... Are
these what people call hoodweeps? I'm not trying to be like... I guess I am controversial. Like, is that what they call it? Is like hoodweebs? Or is that completely different?
The actual media and participating, and because they actually love it and want to understand it, we need to dumb it down for everybody can be involved in it, make everybody feel very inclusive. That's what they're basically saying to the Japanese. This is the most outright disrespectful piece of shit that I think I have actually ever seen. What do you mean you're going to actually tell the Japanese that we think gyaru culture is pretty much inferior to Gen Z culture, and so we're going to change everything about gyaru culture, we're going to change everything about otaku culture, and make sure it's dumbed down and easy to understand for the brainlets within the West. Make it completely...
I don't know that I would actually be interested in this sort of anime if I were in school. That's interesting. Because we used it as an escape, but now it's like everybody likes it. You know, and I think that I probably would be interested in it, but I'd probably just be doing what I'm doing now. Because I'm not really into anime right now. I'm just reading a bunch of manga. So, yeah, that's probably where I would have ended up. I would have just bought manga and probably just asked, like, niche people the more niche things. Like, what doesn't have an anime? If I go to a con, where's the... They do have a manga section in most cons. Oh, actually, they did. I don't know what they do now. Do they have a manga section still? That's probably where I would be, in the manga library.
Inclusive for everybody knows, and honestly, this legitimately pisses me off. Like, guys, I'm actually angry about this, and there is many examples about this situation. Like, I mean, a lot of people are commenting about this, but like, let's get into this one. Like, if you scroll down, actually not even scroll down, we go to the quotes, you'll probably see a lot of people talking about this situation, like this one right here. Look at this. Creating authenticity. A character's speech in English needs to have as much charm and flavor as in Japanese.
Yes! That is a true statement. A character's speech in English needs to have as much charm and flavor as in Japanese. We are lacking that severely in the dubs. I don't know what happened, but it gets worse and worse and worse. I mean, I'm not a dub fan. I would never watch a dub, but if we are going to dub, we need to... The voice actors in America needs to match the seiyus from Japan.
Solution. We research the character's culture and surroundings and make their voice authentic to real life.
No. No, that's not matching the energy of seiyu. Oh, okay, that's not at all. Okay, that makes me really mad.
Now, here's the thing. The whole situation about this is basically saying that they want to do this. This is what they changed by making it authentic to real life. So the top is the plain translation from Japanese to English. This right here is what they actually did. And you can instantly see what they mean by authentic real life conversation within English. It is an entirely different sentence.
Yeah,
this is not even the same sentence. They're literally saying the fan service is unreal. Like, what
are you talking about? There's nothing that... Okay, see, I don't have the context, right? But from just what I'm seeing, this is amazing, to where in that does it say fan service? What are you talking about? And also, this is retarded. That's like, why are we mashing the keyboard? That's retarded. Oh, people make me mad.
Look, I'm a guy that likes fan service, but you don't just start adding things in because you want to. This you know what this is? This is literally butchering and taking a hold of a vehicle and basically trying to commandeer to do what you want instead of the original operator. And to kind of...
I mean, basically what you're doing is you're taking a perfectly working device, right? And you're like, I can make this work better. So, like, it's putting a square wheel on it's taking a round wheel and replacing it with a square wheel. Square wheels do work. They do. I've seen bikes with square wheels. They don't get you anywhere very fast. They look stupid. And then don't you just go like da-dum, 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 da-dum. They work. I mean, sure, fine, it works, but it da-dum, da-dum, da-dum.
Explain here, they're taking an already pre-established series, trying to hijack it and turn it into their own fan fiction. It is legitimately annoying seeing stuff like this. Like, the fact that they have the audacity to straight up tell the Japanese and everybody else that's actually looking at this that this is about creating authenticity is legitimately insulting. They are legitimately...
Find the platform that an otaku character is likely to use. Shape the character's speech patterns with expressions that people on those Are you freaking kidding me? That's where that came from. The shape the character speech patterns with expressions that people on those platforms are actually using. Are we
insulting every single person that isn't a brainlet? That's what they
Yeah,
are doing.
it
Because
is.
what do you mean that you're changing sentences entirely like that? Like, I mean, like, this is actually insane. Like, look at this one. This is another good example. Plain translation. That's a great idea. Why not go even further and make it a pretty rainbow curry?
Yum.
The Psy Games translation. Don't hate, let her cook. Why not go all in and make it a I just butchered that, so, forgive me. Amatsta worthy rainbow curry. Forgive me. But basically, as you can see, they completely changed the sentences. They did Zoomer, Gen Z speech right at the
another thing that makes this worse, right, is like we can go back and we can rewatch our old anime. Like, so you know what really makes me mad is we used to have fan subs and they would directly translate it, and that's where I grew up on, was fan subs. They had so much more love and they took the time, and because they cared about their properties. We have corporations destroying, and they're time stamping it because the next generation is going to be like, this is so cringe. This is so bad. Whereas fan subs, they literally just directly translated it. There wasn't any weird slang. I mean, unless there was weird slang in the actual show. But, I mean, and another thing, right? If it's weird slang in Japanese and we directly translate to English, then we as Americans don't know about the dated slang. So while it might be trendy when you directly translate it, it's a sentence that makes sense to us in English, and it doesn't feel like out of place or dated. It feels like it belongs to, I mean, you can tell by the animation, obviously, what you like, or around what time period it was made, but it doesn't make you feel like this wasn't made for me. Because I could go back to like 80s animes, and I was obviously not born in the 80s. I was not alive in the 80s. But I could go back and watch them and feel, well, yeah, I mean, a lot of the Ghibli movies were made in the 80s, and I go back and I watch the subs, and they do not make me feel isolated. They are not cringe. They do not have the stuff in them. It is very important that you do not date your properties if you want them to last generations. Some slang's okay, obviously. Like, we still say dude, and our grandparents probably said that, right? But some slang is just for that generation. And I think the best way to go about it is just to keep it out of stuff in general, especially if it's not in there in the first place.
the beginning of it. It's like you could see their intentions. What they are doing is they're dumbing down the actual accurate translations, creating an entirely new sentence that isn't the proper translation, just to add in new Gen Z speech. And instantly, you know what this does? This dates it. This dates the
that's what I
dialogue,
just
this
said.
dates the
Exactly,
series,
Chibi,
this dates
exactly.
everything, and it is legitimately annoying. Like,
Yes, it does. It's so
I remember seeing
annoying.
this in like, for instance, in ReZero's latest episode that came out this last week, and when I looked at the Crunchyroll translations, you literally have Natsuki Subaru say grifting. I'm not shitting you. He literally says grifting in the latest episode of ReZero. Now, obviously, it's a very small thing, but this is a very big example that a lot of these companies, not just this, for instance, are hijacking these translations, forcing in Gen Z speech, and dating the dialogue that doesn't need to be dated. Just properly translate it.
Yeah, just properly translate
plain
it.
translations. You're making an entirely new freaking sentence. That's what you're doing, and that's exactly what this is. So this overall is legitimately annoying, and I am very, very happy to see that Psy Games is getting called out for this. Ignore that. But I'm very glad that they are getting called out for this, and this is apparently one of the localizers, which, go figure.
Oh my
this
gosh.
Is one of the localizers. Like, go
He looks like a
figure.
little boy.
Like, who would have guessed? Who would have guessed that this would be someone that is currently butchering the
I thought that it was illegal to hire children.
translations of something from Japan? Not me! Obvious sarcasm, by the way. But, like, dude, I am legitimately sick of this. I am so sick of this, because this is the exact same shit that Hollywood, that gaming and
No.
everything. That was me, by the way.
That's why it is important for us as a community to not only make indie games big, because they are big, and I love that. I love that space. But I also, it is so much easier to make animation now, and movies and stuff. So I really, really, really want to make good stuff in this space so that we don't have to worry about them. They have to worry about us. That is my goal. And I want to make sure that everyone who wants to, obviously, I don't want to push anybody who doesn't want to. If you guys want to just do this for fun, obviously. But anybody who wants that, also, they actually want to go and make a good series and challenge the establishment. I want to be there and I want to promote it, and I want everyone to get involved. Like, as many people as we can, make series, make shows, make anything. Because then, like I said, their competition is what makes, that's why capitalism is good, right?
Not you, that was my Discord. But it is literally everything that happens within Hollywood, that's happened within gaming, everything with entertainment itself. It is thanks to these parasites that have infiltrated and basically ruined everything, and now they are doing the exact same thing for Japanese content. Actually,
like he said, they're parasites, so they go after the biggest thing. And so when people run to the next biggest thing, they run with them. They follow them. And then they destroy it, and then other people run to a new thing, and then they go destroy that thing. That's all they can do. They can only destroy. Well, luckily for us, we know how to pick up the pieces. We know where to go. We know what to do. We're going to be here when they go to the next thing, and we're still here picking up the pieces and rebuilding. Because I'm not going anywhere. I love anime and manga. So especially manga. But yeah, there's no freaking way. I hope it happens sooner than later. I want him to go away.
Actually, no, correction, Asian content. Not even just Japanese, but stuff from Korea as well. They are going out of their way to absolutely butcher and use their ideology, their politics.
Well, and that's why the whole global initiative for manga or whatever is going on too, right? Because they don't want just the Japanese to write manga anymore. They want everybody. Globalization. Just because you quote-unquote write manga does not mean that you actually write manga.
Enforce their certain narratives within to different works, and the Japanese are getting the rug pulled out from underneath them because they have no idea. They don't fully understand what is going on and why it's bad, because they're getting all this information and PR and stuff from people that already are culturally, ideologically captured and have an intention to change Japanese culture, like literal parasites. It's insane, honestly. And you know what what makes me even more pissed about this entire situation? There is so many content creators, massive content creators, bigger than me, that will not talk about this. And you want to know why they won't talk about it? I'm going to tell you some hard truths, okay? I want to give you a moment to think about it. I want to take a sip of my coffee. I will give you a second to think about why they're not talking about this. Why there's massive content creators that are not talking about not just this situation, but with what Crunchyroll's been doing and everyone, okay?
They won't talk about it because it puts them on a list. It puts them on the hit list. They're scared. So even if they truly believe that something is things are getting worse, they will not talk about it. They do not want to be ostracized. I started here, so. But if you love something, you will protect it. So for them to sit there and say that they love something and just let people run over it, you would not let that happen to your child or your dog or anything else. If you truly love something, you will not let people just come in and destroy it. You will fight back. If you love your country, if you love, your house, you're going to fight to keep it. These people do not actually care. They care more about money, prestige, power, whatever it is that they're chasing. They do not care about the actual thing that got them to the top.
Okay? Take a few moments to think about it. Oh yeah. Now that I have given you a moment, if you want to know, It's because they are also a part of this group. Either they are on the payroll of these companies, they are getting paid or sponsored, and so
Yeah, exactly. That's
if
what I
they
was
were
kind of
to
like similar to
speak
what I was
up
saying.
about this, they would be blacklisted.
Yep.
Hell, I know I'm blacklisted probably from almost every single company because
You know what? I started this knowing that I was never going to get hot big. You know, like I've said it before and I say it again. I probably won't ever get sponsors. It's fine. Like viewers like you will be my sponsors. But I don't care because I truly love the things that I'm going after. I truly love animation. I truly love I mean, these things saved my life, right? Anime saved my life when I was like a teenager. When I was a kid, I was also a weirdo, so I watched, you know, like SpongeBob, Fairly Odd Parents. I remember everything. I mean, I used to have SpongeBob theme songs. I could tell you the actual show just by the theme song because every little card had different music. I watched SpongeBob so much I could tell you the exact episode without even looking. This has been my life forever. So to me, it's more painful to watch the people that say that they love it get big and just completely just the thing that made them, they just turn their back on. It's so devastating to me because I can't even imagine. I can't.
of my opinions because they don't want to hear it. I know for a fact, but I'm going to say it like it is. I don't care. I'm not going to take money from people that want to ruin my form,
Yeah,
my
exactly.
favorite form of entertainment. I'm just going to say
Yeah, exactly.
it. But the point here is all these big
What the frick? We already have Western graphic novels. You can make your own westernized graphic novel with your own ideology. You don't because it does not sell. And you know that it does not work. Nobody's going to buy your stuff. So you take over the stuff people will buy, and then you do it again and again and again and again and again. They aren't going to buy it. We're done. We're done. You can't hide anymore. We will keep lifting up rocks, you bugs.
content creators, they are in the pocket of these companies. They will refuse to talk about it. They won't say anything because they are getting money from them. Or they are afraid of talking about it because they don't want to get canceled. That is the truth. And a lot of these big creators have been injected into the community that are actually involved with these individuals that are actively ruining anime, manga, and gaming from the East, from Japan and Korea and stuff. So yeah, that's all I really got to say on this. It's just, this pisses me off. And I'm glad to see that there is a lot of backlash happening here, and it is, like, trending and stuff. People are really talking about this, but this is unacceptable, man. This is completely unacceptable. Like, I think that more people need to continue calling this out.
Yeah,
I
agree.
That's why I'm making a video.
Yeah.
So you all have a fantastic day or night wherever you live. Be safe, stay healthy. Chibi out.
I totally agree. Keep calling them out. Keep gatekeeping. Anyway, that's all I have for today. Thank you for watching my video. Have a good day. Bye.